What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Hey Tabernacle, Sean McGee, coming to you live from the great city of Burlington, North Carolina, here at Flow Volkswagen, 660 Huffman Mill Road. I'm here to introduce and show everybody the brand new Volkswagen Tiguan SCR Line Black 2025. Let's check it out. Let's get into it. To everybody that is a Volkswagen owner, we thank you so much for your dedication to the brand, to the Tiguans. I'm a Volkswagen owner myself, the 2024 SCR Line Black. So, but I tell you, this 25 is making me change my mind a little bit, I tell you, especially with this new Monterey Blue. It is a little slight upcharge for the new colors, for the Monterey Blue, and for the Autumn Green, and the Opal White Pearl. So those are our colors that the little optional extra, but all the other colors, black, silver, gray, those still look good. But hey, let's get into this car. Let's start down. As you can see, the rims are no longer 19-inch rims. They went up to 20-inch rims. The previous 2024s, they had 19-inch rims, but these are a little bit more stylish, a little more polished, and shine. And of course, they're different for each trim, from the S model to the SE, and also to the SEL. They all come with a different style of rim. But the SCR Line Black, it has your usual coverings. It got your usual black trim. I'm gonna go over all that stuff too, and things like that. Let's go inside. It comes with the new key. Yes. If anybody knows the Atlas keys, the 24 GTIs, everybody went to these. Now Tiguan's on the market. Got the new key. So let's take the key. Ooh, y'all see that? It has a much softer horn, not as loud as the 24s did. So when you hit the remote start, lock twice. Motor's a little bit more quieter. Got your backlights. If we're on the outside, let's start with the outside. Got your trunk. This one is 4Motion, but just like all the new 2025s, there are no longer any third rows. As you see, they gave a little bit of space in the back. They did it where you still have your hook and release buttons here to allow that seat to go down, to give you some extra space there. Gives you a little bit more carrying space up in there. Smooth etiquette light. You have your roadside assistance kit, of course, you know how that comes. Got your, I call them the go-go blocks. And you got your first aid kit. So all those come standard in the cars. And then for your trunking system, you can actually take and fold it back so you can actually have some space inside. Instead of lifting up the whole thing, you can actually fold it back. Got your pretty much full-size tire down here. It's a 17, but still pretty big though. Spare tire down there. It's got all your lugs and things. All right, there. Let's start on the outside right here. On the outside, you have your smooth, stylish, new look on the front with your sports symbol showing that it is an R line. The new fronted grill that's in the front there. You still have your same, eyesight mitigation there. Got these cool, now with your turn signals, a little bit more brighter on the outside, give it a little bit more flash. Speaking of flash, let's give it a flash. Let's give it a little On the outside here, you know where the 24s had the buttons, this has the Atlas feel. You can press the button and it locks. Even while the car on remote start. Then you put your hand in the door to unlock it. You put it in there twice to unlock both. Let's go on the inside. On the inside, you have your standard same buttons like you would on the regular Tiguans. They have this new door handle here. Make it easy for opening. Don't have that whole hook thing here. Has the new lock and unlock button. You still have your trunk release here. Your power seat in here. Look like you got some lumbar support bars here. Welcome back, everybody. So now we're on the inside. Man, where do we start on the inside? So let's start here. Let's start it off here on the inside. Inside, we got a couple of different things we're going to go over. Some new changes that they did on the inside. They kind of give you the new ID4, ID Buzz kind of look with the screen and everything like that. And you might be wondering, hey, where's my gear shifter? Where's my gear shifter? Well, the power button is still the same. It's in a different new spot. That's something else we're going to go over. And there's your parking emergency brake. You still have your air conditioners here, fans right here, vents. This is actually cool because I can actually position my phone here than I did in the 24s. So you might say, well, hey, how do we get this thing on? Well, let's push the button. Now the car is on. Now your gear shift is now moved from here to here. Makes it more easy to have the space open for a lot of other things, but also for you to be able to move there. Well, you just like, wait a minute, my windshield wipers was right here. Now they're over here. Your windshield wipers and your turn signals is now on this side, and also to turn on your wipers and to turn on your rear, as we're gonna look there, that's your button there. So you know you used to push out for your wipers. Now you don't have to worry about doing any of that. They're on auto. And see, the windshield wipers also still have an automatic rain sensor. So right here, when it rains, it'll automatically notice it. Yeah, So also with your gear shifter, which is no longer here, is now in the form, like I said, the ID Buzz and ID 4s, where you can flip back for reverse. And in reverse, as you can see, it gives you your nice big size screen versus what the other one did not used to have. Turn the steering wheel, you still have your steering wheel turns, so you can be able to see. You can also change the view of your camera now, so you can see things much clearly and much better. And you just go up to drive, and drive will get you where you need to go, and you press P for park, and you can see all of that on the screen. It's simple. Just here, always remember up to drive, and it comes up on the screen. And you can go R for reverse, up for neutral. Think you'll never hardly ever need that, and P for park. So if you're in drive and you want that sport mode, you just flip it again, and you just get it into the sport mode there. Now let's look at the view button. The view button is pretty much like we used to have on the other one, where you can change your view. You can change your view. You have all your different settings here, like you had on the other one. You can set all your different however you want things, from your economy, your total distance, your operating temps, your auto start and stop. And on this side, you can change from the audio, the compass, destination things. So a lot of things that you had in the previous, and it'll always work out well there. Still have your natural horn there. And also, down here where the gear shift used to be, this is also a volume knob. Let's check out some other features. Down here where your gear shift used to be, you have your volume settings. You can turn your volume up or down. Also, here's a new lift feature that once you press, it goes into where your 4Motion used to be. Now you have your different driving modes. And you can just swap off your driving modes, or you can go to atmosphere. Atmosphere is a new thing that they give it to choose however you choose to have your mood. And when you go to atmospheres, you can choose energetic, if you're feeling the speed, you want natureless, you got minimal, however you feel that you want to relax or you want to just inactive, meaning that you don't want anything, just, hey, however you got it is how you got it. Then you also have your own customized settings that you can customize for yourself. And as you can see, everything changes once you do the driving modes. Down here, you have your plug-ins. As you know, the plug-ins, they used to be here, for you to plug in there. Now it's make it a little easier for you to put there. The new wireless charging is here. As you can see, it expands for your phones. Make sure those phones can go down in there. And got your plugins there. And back here on the radio, on the screen, you have your big 12.9 inch screen. 12.9 inch screen is now featured, like I said, in the ID Buzz, ID4s, have all the different things, make it much a better view of seeing things. You have your same media buttons, your radio, your players, however you want to go, your Sirius XM radio. Got your media settings there. You can also go through and set your favorites. And now here in the vehicle favorites, there's your auto start and stop button. I know some people was wondering, where is that button? There it is. Got your ESC system button for your positions, your HUD position. So you have all those things that you can also add a couple other things. You need to add some things there, like your keyless, your trip, your HUD position, driving mode, your system, your 6 systems. So you have all your different things that you can add and just press the right button of saying done. Now here you have your telephone, hook connection, just like you would see on your previous 2024 Volkswagen Tiguan. But they just enhanced it a little bit, especially with a little brighter. This car still is not equipped with navigation. You have to go to the SEL R-Line. This park function pretty much it lets you see your different view of the camera. And of course, you slide it down. You can change your brightness there. You also have the new feature like they have on the Atlases, where you can go either light or you can go either dark, whatever your choice to go. And you have your assist systems there, the same way you would do. You would hit list there. That's your lane keeping assist. I know a lot of people like to turn it off because the gas is on. Then you have your blind spot monitoring, your front brake assist, your image view. Also, while we're on it, let's check out this new display dashboard. Look how smooth and slick that is versus the previous 2024s. The air conditioning is blowing good and smooth here. So, you know, if some people want to take their phones and lay it down, then you can have your phone down and doing your viewing. Smooth, slick. It's not moving. It's a great place to hold. That's one thing that the 2024s do not have. They don't really have a place for your phone for most of you guys I know. Let's just be honest. A lot of you like to put your phones and things like that. And if you feel like that is going to block your view of your speedometer, you can still put it right there, and you still haven't got out the way. You still haven't got out your way of the camera. So many different things. Let's go over the rest of the car on the inside. You still have your standard. Mirror here, sliding view mirror there. Always make sure that you look good, amen. You still have your slide for the window shade, panoramic sunroof. See, the shade goes all the way back as normal. And you also have your slide. I told somebody got to put your finger up there and slide it to get that sunroof open. So the sunroof still opens the same way, and the shade still opens the same way. You still have your normal garage setting buttons that you guys can do at your own convenience at home. Let's check out some of the rest of the car. Well, you had the turning knob for your previous Tiguan. Now your auto lights, they're buttons where you can set them where they be on. Touch it again, you go straight back to auto. As you can see, what I was doing earlier, there's that automatic auto dimming light. So while you're driving in those dark spots, instead of you turning your flash on to get that light, when it's in a dark road and nothing is coming, that light will turn blue on its own. And as soon as it sees recognize another car, it'll automatically go off. So I think that's pretty neat that they added that to the car also. And they still gave you your brushed stainless steel pedals. So you still have that sporty pedal-ish look on this side. Got carpet mats. You can still order the rubber mats that come with the previous 2024s. You can still get those custom there. And on the passenger side, you have your standard pump it up. Pump it up, it's funny. Allows you to get your seat there. Still have your manual lifter of your button there. And all the interiors, they come a little standard on the color. Most of them come with the Grego and black interior. That's the two-tone interior there, which is nice. And you can also get it in the Mistral color. And you can also get it in the crystal gray. So that's a couple of good features that you can get. And back here in the back, you have your still standard plug-ins for those in the back. It doesn't have the USB-C, of course, but you still got your normal plug-ins. Let's sit back here. As you know, they got rid of the third row. They said too many people saying that they was not used for them and things like that. So there's no longer a third row in any trim. They're all two-row seats. They made this so an average person, which I'm kind of not, but an average person can sit back here. But I just got back here and everything. Hey man, how you doing? But I just got back here and the seat is pretty much all the way back, and I still have a good amount of room, good amount of space. So, you know, There's no more of the reclining back of the seats. You can no longer recline the seats back or slide the seats forward. The seats are just in a standing position for those who need to sit back here in the back. You still have your LED light in there. You touch it and it goes off. Still have your handles there that you need to hold on to when those that can't drive. Amen. And you have your door speakers here. See how they got the speakers in the doors, which is pretty neat. And there's that door handle I was telling you about. Easy to open, easy to grab. All right, ladies and gents, that's pretty much the walk around. Let's go for a little drive and let's talk about some things while we drive. Of course, you still have your gas right here on the side. Pushing the buttons, it pops out a little easier now. Then you just push it in and lock it, and once you lock that door, it locks. There you go. As we see, I have the car in reverse. See the feature over there, gives you the new feature. Shows you all the different things. You just swap it over here to drive. We can go for a little drive. Also, let's not forget about the new climate system. The new climate system. Hey, let's not forget about the climate system. The new climate system comes up, gives you all the different, you have your smart view. Like I said, it's pretty much like the Atlas was given. The cool of your feet, you're warm, things like that. You have your auto settings. Then you have your regular settings where it gives you max air. There's your fan system here. Fan goes up to 7 now. There's your air care. Make sure your air gives you that smooth. Thank you, Jesus. Gives you that smooth, fresh of your air. You have your heated seat buttons right here for your heated seat. They still the same. You touch it on, and it comes up on high. You have your air circulation there. You have your rear defrost and your max defrost in there. And you can also switch on at the start of the trip. How do you want your heated seats? Now, this is one thing I know that the 2024 Tiguans do not have. You do not have an option to turn your level of your seats off on the car. So you can also change it from different levels there, which I think is pretty cool. And it just pretty much displays your thing. You need to pull it back there. You still have your sliding or your temperatures there. You can also hit your syncing. You just want your side, or the person on want their side look colder. So either way, there, and there's your air conditioner button there. All right, let's take it for a drive. As you're driving, you do have, this is a new thing in the 2025, you have your speed there, but this is also equipped with heads-up display. Something that was not usual on this brand or this trim, but they added that in too. As you can see, a little bit much quieter motor than usual. As you can hear the surroundings. Don't really touch as many bumps as you normally do. You have your blind spot monitoring there. They actually changed it. It's not as big as it was on the 2024s. But this new Tiguan has a little bit more power than the previous Tiguans did. The turn signal is very easy to flip. It's not a hard push or something. The turn radius is very, very smoother. So it does have a lot of get up and go versus the other. Like I said, the turn radius is very, very smoother in this. The drives feel smooth. Oh yeah. Let's put it on the interstate and see what it does. Now that we're parked, you can also show how you can change for your cruise control settings, however you want your cruise to be, or your normal speed. It'll be locked in there. You have the different options to move yours. You show how far you want the car to be in view. And like I say, you have your regular and low buttons there to show. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the new 2025 Volkswagen Tiguan SCR Line Black. And like with this one, we got the 2024 SCR Line Black next to the 2025 SCR Line Black. We can see the difference between the two. This one has third row and this one does not, so it seems like they cut it just a little bit. New stylish, more rims. These are still good too. With your Audi front look, or with your new distinguished look, but let's go over the cars and see the difference between the two cars. This is your back view of the 2024s. This is your back view 2025s. Once again, thank you everybody for viewing my video on today. This your boy, this your friend, Sean Hay Tabernacle McGee, right here in the great city of Burlington, North Carolina, 660 Huffman Mill Road, 27215. Come check us out. Flow Volkswagen, Subaru, Volvo. We have everything that you need and that you could possibly want. But hey, come on, come get your new Tiguan.